Hello again and welcome to 20 quick and easy tips to get you started on Instagram. This section is all about photos. It's tips 13 to 16. Now, what I would advise you to do right now is put your phone down. Yes, I know I told you to kind of move along with these steps with your phone, but I want you to put it down for just a second, okay? Step away from the phone and I need you to get a piece of paper. I'm talking about posting strategy. Yes, believe it or not, on Instagram, it is a really good idea if you have a posting strategy. What I mean by this is kind of get into a routine of posting photos and videos. Now, I know some people that maybe once a week they might spend an hour taking photos and making videos that they're then going to upload to their Instagram on a daily or weekly basis. So you just need to decide what is best for you, your customers, and your business. Personally, I think it's a very good idea to post once a day. So I will always post a video or a photo once a day with a business tip or with what I'm doing in my business, Mum to Millionaire. I might be making a podcast. I might be doing this, making some training. I might be going out interviewing people, whatever it is. I always make sure I at least post once a day to get in people's news feeds so people don't forget about you. Because if you set up an Instagram account and say you've got, 200 followers, but then you never post, you might post once a month, people are quite likely to unfollow you then because they're like, well, what is the point of me following when they're only putting a picture or video up once a month? I even know people that post 5 or 10 times a day. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think there's any need for that. If I see loads of random pictures from people, I'm literally like, unfollow. There is no value in this to me. So, and that sounds so harsh. I'm really not a horrible person. But you just have to remember that you want to be seeing good things in your Instagram feed, things that you can comment on, like on, and people can do back to you. So anyway, going back to that point, just sit down and get yourself a posting strategy. You can even do it 2 or 3 times a week. That is more than enough. Just really focus on what you're trying to gain from Instagram and work out a strategy that best fits you, your business, and your customers. Okay, tip 14. This can be quite an annoying thing that people constantly do to me, and it's people who I don't know. People will randomly tag me in photos and videos, and they're not even following me, and I do not know who they are. Please do not do this. This is a bad thing. Only tag people in photos that you think the photo will benefit, or if they are in that photo. So say if I'm taking a picture of me and another mum who I've just interviewed for a podcast episode, I will tag only her in that photo. There's no point me tagging 20 random people if A, they are not in the photo, and B, if they haven't got a clue who I am and what my business is. There is no point to that. So it is a good idea to tag people in photos, even some of your customers. Say if you're following them and you've just made this delicious cake, you could take a picture of the cake and be like, oh, who would like to win one, or something like that. I'm just giving you an idea as an example, and you can tag people in that. So again, tagging people is very good, but don't go over the top and do not be annoying. Do not tag random people in photos. There is no point to it at all. A big one, which people I think forget, is share your photo from your Instagram account on your other social media accounts. So on Instagram, I think it's linked to Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook. So link all of your accounts, if you've got those, Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook, to your Instagram. So that is what I do. Every time I upload a photo, before you publish it, there's an option that says share photo. And I click on my Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook. So as soon as it gets published to Instagram, it also gets published on my other social networks at the same time. And this is great because then people obviously know you're on Instagram, but also you're obviously giving them content. So you're not just making this amazing photo and video and it's staying on Instagram and no one else will ever see it. You can actually share that to your other social platforms as well. A new tip actually, which I've just started recently, is add to Photomap. Yes, there is an option when you've uploaded your photo. It says add to Photomap and name this location. And if you're thinking, oh, what does that mean? So if you go to an event and it's in Scotland, you can click on add to Photomap and name this location so people know where the photo's been taken and where you are. So if I went to a business show in Scotland, for example, I will click add to Photomap. I can write in Scotland or write in the postcode where I am. Then when I publish the picture, it will show where the photo has been taken. So you can do it. That is one way that people use the add Photomap option. Or you can do it my way, and I've noticed a lot of people are doing this now. Okay, so it's that time of the course again, example time, yay! So here is my example. So like I just said, a lot of people will use the add Photomap option to obviously say where they are, but I use it in a different way. I actually promote something in that section. So as you can see, my arrow is pointing. That is where your text comes up. So if I was really in New York, I would, can you see my picture? I think that's New York. I would obviously write like New York and it will show everyone where I am. But a lot of the time I will promote my website, mum2millionaire.com. You can add whatever in this field, which is actually quite cool because there's another way to promote something. So I've seen a lot of people write tag a friend in this post and it will come up there. Can you see where the arrow is pointing to? So I always kind of promote my website, or I might say listen on iTunes to the podcast. You can do whatever you want in that field. And it's also just another great way to promote something and feed something into your brand. So like I said, I always use my website, but you can write anything you want in that Photomap option. And while we're here actually looking at this example, remember before in the course I was talking to you about the power of the hashtag. Well, I've actually just done a podcast episode actually. So if you want to listen to how you can get your business kind of featured in the press, in the media, head over to mum2millionaire.com/episode 10 and you can find out more about that and listen to my podcast. But yeah, I'll just quickly throw that in there for you. I really hope that example points out what the Photomap option is. And congratulations, you have just finished the photos section of this Instagram course. That was tips 13 to 16.